Hello everyone and welcome to the April launch of our Crafternoon box and card of the month kit for Papercrafting Australia. My name is Tangi if you haven't met me before, and I'm going to take you through the products that we're going to be launching for our April kits, and also a really exciting little add-on that you can get some extras this month at a cost, but the project that we're finishing the month with, everyone's been super excited about. So I'm really excited to be able to offer all of our subscribers an extra add-on to their kits for this month. So just going to quickly check that all of our streams are working. So I can see in YouTube we've got Tony in there at the moment. Tony's very excited about the April box. Hi Tony, thank you for joining us. It looks like we've got a couple of people in on Facebook as well, so feel free to drop a comment in either Facebook or YouTube. Let us know that you're here. Let me know what you're most excited about for this launch that we're doing tonight. And we will get things rolling in just a second. Looks like we've got 4 in on YouTube at the moment and a couple in on, 4 in on Facebook rather, and a couple in on YouTube. So it looks like it's all working. Everyone's connecting up, so hopefully they're all dropping in. Hello, Miss Linda on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're excited about April. It's not far away. I know we've just hit March today, but April will be here before we know it. I have some really exciting news that today our Gina K order that we've been waiting and waiting and waiting months and months and months for has finally arrived. So in these 2 boxes over here behind my printer, there's currently a massive hoard of Gina K Designs cardstock and ink pads and stamp sets and dies and all the other things that you guys have pre-ordered. So it's come at the worst time because I'm also trying to get card of the month kits out for March and also the Crafternoon boxes that you can see behind me. So the postie's going to be very busy this week coming and picking up packages for us to get our March kits and our Gina K Designs products out. So if you're new to the way everything works with Papercrafting Australia, we do a monthly order with Gina K Designs in the US. Things have been a little bit delayed over the last couple of months. Thank you very much to the lovely pandemic known as COVID. So it has caused all kinds of supply chain issues from put out the same output. So, you know, we're buying things in fits and starts. So sometimes there'll be cardstock available 1 minute and you go to order it 8 hours later and it's gone. So we're waiting for more to come back in and then we place another order. But then we ship everything once a month so that it keeps the cost down for all of our customers, particularly those retail customers who you can't buy in Australia Gina's cardstock directly from Gina and get it shipped. So we have to ship it over as wholesale and then retail it onto you. So we're pretty keen and we're building up our stock and things like that at the moment. But yeah, it's just a little bit tedious getting things here. Of course, COVID has also impacted shipping times from the US to Australia, and there's less flights coming and going every day than there used to be. And then, of course, you might have heard about the great big snowstorm that happened in America about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago now, where quite a lot of stuff shut down for about a week. There's no power, there's no heating, there's a whole lot of stuff. And our shipment did get caught up in that. So it sat in Chicago for quite a few days doing nothing. And then it finally kind of came out late last week and kind of made it to my door today, so that's really good. Hello Margaret, thank you for joining us on YouTube. Lovely to have you in here. Carrie, hello. Carrie's excited for the March box because it's all about purple and it's her birthday month. So that's great. I hope you become just as excited about the April box with the projects that we're doing. I really want to know, actually Carrie, I'll message you later because I really want to know if you've had a go at the rolled flowers from February yet, which we just did on Saturday night. So let's get on with having a look at what is in the kits for April. So I'll just pop up on the screen for you and then I'll show you the actual contents. So the card of the month kit, as you will know if you've been with us for the last few months since we've kicked off in 2021, The Card of the Month kit is our smaller sister kit. So this one helps you prepare 4 cards each month, and the example that is given to you and shown to you in an online pre-recorded tutorial is kind of one design, and then we kind of show you a couple of modifications that you might be able to do on it. So for the month of April, we've got cardstock and envelopes. So you'll get 4 envelopes, and they will basically be a white envelope, a ivory coloured envelope, a craft envelope, and a black envelope. And that will match with the cardstocks that you see at the bottom of the screen. So you've got a black photographic cardstock. Then you've got your craft cardstock. We've got the Kaiser Craft colours there. So we've got oatmeal, biscuit, and white. So they're all quite neutral and complementary. Now they are going to go with the double-sided patterned papers that you see around the top and the right-hand side of this. They're from Paper Rose, and that is the, I had it here before. It's a pattern pack, so we're just going to get 1 piece of each of the paper out of that pack, so you won't get a full pack, but that'll be plenty for you to make your cards. You'll also get a selection of the sentiment sheets that are on the screen, so 3 sheets go out per customer, and we share those between the Crafternoon box and the Card of the Month kit. You'll also get these little square greeting blocks that we had designed. I was initially going to pop those in with the March orders, but they're now going out in April because they're just going to fit so much better with that pack. So there'll also be some little embellishments and bits and pieces that I throw in. I kind of ran out of time today because I was too busy doing a few other things. But there'll be some, gold twine and maybe some black and white twine and a couple of other bits and pieces. But these neutral coloured pattern papers and cards are really going to lend themselves to being able to be used for a whole bunch of different reasons and people. So just to show you in the kind of, I guess, a little bit more detail. So these are the colours. This is your white. You've got, this is oatmeal. This one here is biscuit, your craft, and then the black. Now you'll also get in your in your Card of the Month kit, you'll get these pre-done card bases. So they've got the score line down the middle for you. This is an American A2 size card. So that's 5.5 inches by 4.25. So fold it up. So you'll get a card base of each of these colours. You will also then get to put inside your cards. You'll get 4 of these little white cardstocks. So that's just to pop on the inside of your card, particularly for the darker colours, so that you've got somewhere nice and clean to write your message or do some stamping or whatever you might do. And for the front of your card, you'll also get 4 of these little black ones, which they are basically borders for then to put your patterned paper onto. So that you'll get enough to do 4 cards with each of those. So you'll get those. Now, Card of the Month kit, you'll get the card bases pre-scored and pre-cut down to size. With the Crafternoon box, you'll actually get a half sheet of cardstock and probably a little bit more depending on the projects that we're doing. So you'll get plenty of cardstock to be able to make the larger projects that we're doing, but essentially you're getting the similar kinds of things. You're also going to get, so this is the example of the envelopes that you'll be getting. So a white, an ivory, a craft, and a black. So that is both in the Card of the Month kit and in the Crafternoon box. Now I'll show you the sentiments that, again, both the kit and the box will be getting these. So these are sentiments from Paper Rose, and they're the Adelaide company. They're in Stirling in South Australia. So you'll get a selection of these, and so there's some nice big kind of, 2 by 2 inch kind of ones. There's a couple more, white with black writing on there. A few smaller sentiments and a couple of fun ones in there. No one is you, and that's your superpower. I like that. And I love this one. You win the award for being the most awesome person I know. So I'd be pretty stoked if somebody sent me that. They've also got these graphic sentiments that I think are really amazing, and you can fussy cut them out, you can die cut them or cut them to some other shape that you wish to do. And there are so many good, coffee is the best medicine, so many good bits in here. Always say yes to new adventures, everything will be okay. It's okay to have bad days. So yeah, these are really cute, and I thought these would fit nicely with a black mat behind, some nice patterned paper, and then some really cute greetings and sentiments that you can add on. So you'll get 3 sheets, an assortment of those in your kit or your box, depending on which one you choose. But I know that this is the stuff that you guys live for, which is when I reveal the patterned papers. So I didn't go with my own patterned papers this month. I got a bit busy designing and didn't really have time to send them off to the printers and get them back in time. So again, these are from Paper Rose, and they are so thick. They're less papers and more card. So you've got this lovely deep wood timber grain. On the back, they've got a whitewashed brick wall. You've got this one a little bit lighter timber than this one previously, and then some whitewashed timber on the back. We've got this flaky paint weatherboard type look, and a blue washed brick wall, which I think is really, really fun. They've got a few bits in here that have got some blue tone to it. So this again is like the peeled paint, old rusty kind of look. And then like a white, almost like a cheesecloth kind of pattern on the back. So that will be really interesting to use as well. And I'm also thinking like these are quite glossy, but I think they'll take ink really nicely. So if we start to, for those that are getting the Crafternoon box and you've got inks, or if you've got your Card of the Month kit and you already have a stash of inks at home, these, I think, trying to colour a bit of these, I'm going to get my Tim Holtz Distress tool out on these a bit and kind of rough up the edges. I think I'm going to do a bit of tearing and then, inking edges and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to playing with these textures that they've got. So how's that with that beautiful kind of chevron interlocked pattern? I think that's going to be really fun. And you can see these really lending themselves to being able to be used for a male or a female card, and kind of any age that you need to provide a card for. This one's got a little bit of a greeny tone to it, but it really sits nicely with these colours in the natural type of way, and it also sits really well with black. So I'm trying to get you this month not too scared to don't be too afraid to do something that's black. Our ink pads for the month are going to be black, so it'll be all about the black. So again, a nice blue washed kind of rustic looking boardwalk type of pattern there. So if you are getting the Card of the Month kit, this is what's going to come in your kit. So you're going to have your cardstock, you're going to have your pattern papers, your sentiments, your mats and borders for writing your greetings on the inside of your card, and framing out your patterned papers. So that's what's coming in those. There'll also be, as I said before, there'll be a few little bits and pieces thrown in as well. But let's get a quick look at what is coming in the April Crafternoon box, which is the bigger baby. And so the Crafternoon box always includes some extra things to help you with new techniques and new tools and bits and pieces. So this month you'll get your cardstock and envelopes as per usual. You will get your patterned papers. You'll get the sentiment sheets that we've just shown. You'll get your greeting blocks. You will, of course, get your choice between a ink cube and a full-size ink pad. And that is something that you can check at the start of your subscription, so you can select that as you're purchasing. And then later on, if you decide to change your mind, you can actually change. So you can manage your subscription in the Shopify store, and you can upgrade or downgrade if you need to go back to the ink cube, or you want to go up to the larger ink pad. So we are also going to be popping into this box some liquid drops. So these are 3D pearls that you can use to embellish your projects. It comes in so many different colors, so I'm kind of just introducing you to one, and you'll be able to purchase additional ones if you need other colors that you would like. And we've also got these gorgeous little, in the top right hand corner, these gorgeous little mini stamps. They're 5 by 5 centimeter stamps, and they're this gorgeous little mosaic tile kind of effect. And you'll see on the left that one of them also comes in a die. So it's a mini die. So it's quite small, but I think the kinds of things that we're going to be able to do from this is going to be so exciting. So let me show you some of these little bits and pieces. So first of all, the ink pads that we're getting this month are the Gina K Designs Amalgam ink, and this one is in the color Obsidian. So it is a black ink pad, and you will be able to choose, as I said before, please excuse, you're not going to get a pink one. This is just what I've got laying around in my desk today. So this is the ink cube size, so 1 inch by 1 inch for those of you who haven't bought them before. And then you can see with these ink pads, they're about 3 inches by 2 inches. So it's about 6 times larger. You do pay a slight difference in price when you purchase your kit, but you will then get the size that you want to go with the rest of your craft supplies. So some people like the big ones because they last a bit longer because there's more ink on that ink pad. You can ink up a bigger section at once. Others like this one because you can pop it in a smaller case. It takes up less space. You can take little travel kits of craft gear on holidays if you like, and you can do them in caravans, and I've even done crafting on a cruise ship. So you can take a little kit anywhere you like, and go from there. Now the beauty of the amalgam ink is that it can be used for watercoloring. It can be used with Copic markers or alcohol inks. Once it dries, it is set, and you can kind of do all kinds of great effects with that. So we're going to be playing with that over the coming months, in addition to the new inks that we get over the next couple of boxes. Tony, absolutely. Tony needs some fresh ideas for mail cards. So she said this is really good. I agree. I struggle with making cards for blokes. As much as I'm not a girly girl and I don't do a lot of pink type cards by choice, doing some male orientated ones sometimes is a little bit tricky as well. So we're going to have a bit of a play at that, and really get some new texture in there, and hopefully add a bit of interest for the fellas. I'm just going to check in on our friends over on Facebook. Oh my God, look at you all in there. Hi Karen, thank you for joining us. Carrie says she's been cleaning a craft room out. Oh my goodness. That's incredible. Doing the roses this week. Okay, great. The roses and you are not friends. I think I've also got, and I can see Deb Stevenson, you're in Facebook as well. Deb had a little bit of trouble with the rolled flowers from our February kit. Marie Quinn, hello. Thank you for joining us on Facebook as well. Love the blue tones in the paper. Yeah. And Carrie's brain is working overtime. Coming up with ideas already, Carrie. And get the bigger ink pad. It's so much better. Yes, look, bigger can sometimes be better. I'm trying to minimize the number of things I have at the moment, but we'll go there. I'm just going to pop that pink one out of shot because we don't really need to see that, but let's leave the black one there for a bit of inspiration. So these are your little greeting cards. So they are a little bit bigger. What are they? 2 by 2 maybe. But what I've done with these is left them blank in the middle so that you can stamp something on there if you've got a greeting stamp or something like that that you would like to put there. I've also left it so that if you want to put somebody's name, these would be really cute as little place cards at a dinner party. So, just a couple of kind of ideas. We could actually score that through the middle and fold it into a little tent fold for a dinner setting, but I think they're going to be really good to be able to muck around with and personalize and put on your cards and projects, because with the Crafternoon box we do 4 cards, so we do 2 different types of cards, but we also do 2 3-dimensional projects, and I'll show you and talk to you about those in just a sec. So these are the beautiful little mini stamps, so these little mini mosaics, and they pair with, if I can get it out of the box, this little die. So you can see that one matches with this, and I'm already going a little bit crazy with ideas and samples of things, you know, using the die cut and stamps and layering everything up and going from there. So that is going to be really fun, and they're going to be some really handy ones. Again, they're quite neutral. You know, they're a little bit flowery, but they're still kind of reserved. And if you're stamping in black or a neutral color, then it really is, you know, it's suitable for men as well. Now you're also going to get a stash of rubber bands, and you'll find out all about that once I explain to you what projects we're doing. And this is the bottle of liquid drops or 3D pearls that you're going to get. So this one, rather than us getting a little jewel and gluing it on, this one it's kind of like a glue, but this is a white pearlescent colour. You can get them in, as I said, a number of other colours, and you just pop it on like you would glue, and you can create some really lovely embellishments for those. They do take a little while to dry, but the effect once they're dry is really good, and you've got a lot more control over your placement. If you want to, you can make three-dimensional lines with it, or add things to, you know, say for example you wanted to kind of almost colour in, if you like, a couple of little highlighted spots on the card, or, you know, on the greeting itself, from your sentiments, then that's in there as well. So again, you're going to get some extra pieces. You know, I love to find extra things that fit the theme for the month. So expect some twine or some ribbon, or some scattery bits that you can throw in, or stick to your cards. So they are going to, that's all going to come out to you in the Crafternoon box for April. So it's a really neutral browns kind of colour palette, but I think it's going to be really special for this month, and just a little bit different given that February was really pink. The March kit is very rainbow pastel type colours, so just trying to mix it up a little bit so that everybody gets a little bit of something. But I'll switch you back to this camera for a second. What I wanted to talk to you about is the cards that we're going to make in the Crafternoon box this month. So the first week we're going to do what's called a slide lock card. So that is like a gatefold card that has a little slider that goes in the middle that kind of locks your card together. So that's going to be something fun. We try not to do just a plain old card with the Crafternoon box. The second week we're going to make a three-dimensional project, which is a triangle lidded box card. So stand by for that one. Sounds fun. I've already made a bit of a schmozzle of mine, but it's working, and you know, I'm kind of playing around. Now these little guys are going to come in handy when we do week 3. So I'm going to teach you how to use rubber bands to make some cool backgrounds with your inks, and it's going to be particularly helpful if you, you know, to go in with the theme of things for the month. In our first month in January, we had the craft coloured ink pad. So I'm going to combine that one with the black amalgam ink pad to come up with some backgrounds and things. If you didn't get the January kit, but you are going to subscribe for April, I would, highly suggest adding the Gina K craft coloured ink pad to your order, so that we can you can play along with that. So that's week 3. But here's where it gets fun. And for those of you that follow our Facebook page and are in on my Crafternoon box tutorials, and you've seen those, I'm just going to get these ready. The 4th week we are doing these beautiful layered mandala letters, monograms. So what is going to happen once you order the April kit? Once the orders close on the 6th of March, and your build for your subscription, if you're an existing subscriber, that will be billed the morning of the 7th of March. I will send you an email and I will ask you which letter you would like to nominate. And what is going to happen is you're going to get the 6 layers of them exactly cut out, ready to go. So this is the black, craft, biscuit, oatmeal, white, and then a gold trim on the top. So that's your 6 layers that you'll get there. Now, it will be up to you whether you would like to glue them flat, but these ones that I've made, and for best effect, we actually foam tape them so that they get that dimension, and they really pop. So if you are going to order for April and you've run out of double-sided foam tape, there's plenty in the online store, so jump in and add that to your order. If you're already a subscriber, it will charge you for shipping, but then just whip me through a quick email if I don't notice your name amongst our subscribers, and I'll refund you the shipping charges and pop them into your next subscription box kit. Now, in addition to this, when I showed the sneak peek for these, I had a few people ask me whether they could get an extra letter. So just so that you know, these are 5 inches tall, and depending on the letter, they might be a bit wider or skinnier. So you can see that the S is much, much skinnier than the T, but to kind of have them all at the same height so that they fit. If you wanted to spell out multiple or more words, or you wanted extra letters, I've gone in and created on the papercraftingaustralia.com shop website. You can go in there. On the front page, you will see a bunch of categories for the layered mandala letters, the monograms. I've also put them in, so the ones that you order through the subscription box are going to come in these colors, but I know these colors aren't going to suit everybody. So what I've created is a category for a whole range of color options that you can choose from. So you can choose your letter and you can choose the color that you would like. Now, each one, there's yellows, there's oranges, there's pinks, reds, purples, blues, greens, browns, which is this one, and also a primary rainbow colored one. And I know that there's not 4 colors in the primary colors, but just to make it multicolored, probably should have called it a multicolored, primary multicolors. Each one will come with the gold layer, it will come with the white layer, and then the 4 layers that are under that will be an ombre of whichever color you have chosen. So for example, if you are in the realm and you choose pink, it'll be a light pink, a slightly darker pink, a darker pink again, and then the darkest pink where the black layer is at the bottom. So it'll always be white and gold on top, and then whatever color you've chosen for the other 4 layers. So you can go in and get busy with those, place your orders for them. Those orders will need to be in by the 7th of March, so when the subscription boxes renew. Get those orders in. They'll then disappear after that, until such time as we do the April Crafternoon box series. So I hope that helps everybody who was wondering about whether they could get a different letter or a different colour, or get extras because they want to spell a lot of things. It'd be really cute to have your name or somebody's name 5 or 6 letters long in the same kind of style, and you could mount that in a really long frame. I am going to find a couple of frame options for you. So I'm going to do a bit of a hunt around Big W and Kmart and Target, the usual kind of cheaper frame options, just to see if we can find some shadow boxes that will fit those for you that aren't ridiculously expensive. And that way, rather than us shipping those to you, you can pop out and pick one that suits you if you want a black frame or a white frame or whatever it might be, and you can make that yourself. So for the project that we're doing, it'll just be mounted on one of the pieces of cardstock that you choose from your box. That's what's going to come out for you. So just a reminder, those again, so if you're wanting to order the extra letters, order them by the 7th of March, and you can order them on the front page of the papercraftingaustralia.com website. So I think that's all I've got to tell you for tonight, but if there's any questions at all, please jump into YouTube and Facebook. Sorry, Tony, did you just get, I know you've just posted, where do we go again for the extras? So just to the front page of papercraftingaustralia.com. I do have a couple of issues at the moment with the letter Q, the letter W, and the letter X. I'm in the process of fixing that up. I mashed a bit of keyboard while I was entering them this afternoon. So if you're after those letters, just give me a sec after this live finishes to just go back in and
fix my mistakes. But yeah, head to papercraftingaustralia.com. They're all there on the front page. They've all got a letter B in this colour. So just read the description and it tells you which colour. And then you can just go in, choose what letter you want, add that to your cart, choose another letter if you want, add that to your cart, and just keep going until you've got all the letters that you want in all the colours that you want, and go and purchase them. They are quite fiddly. They take a long time to prepare, which is why I'm trying to get the orders in early in March so that I can fit them in amongst all of our March tutorials and in the lead up to getting those boxes out to you guys on time. So I'll just quickly, as I said, I'll check in a little bit more about anybody who has got questions. Margaret, is it 4 o'clock in the morning where you are in Canada at the moment? I can't believe you're up. Come in to see what's in the April box. I know your February kit's just got to you in Canada, so I hope you've had fun. Deb managed the rolled flowers in February, so that's really exciting. It's not the size that matters, it's what you do with it, says Linda. Hang on, are we talking about craft supplies? Okay, Carrie, so rolling the flowers. So we did some rolled flowers. Here they are. Get one off here. So this is, if I can hold it up properly, just, whoops, missed, jump back to here. So this is the rolled flowered shadow box. I always hold this the wrong way, that we're talking about at the moment. So if you weren't in on the tutorial on Saturday for the Crafternoon box, this is the pain I inflicted on the lovely participants. Thank you so much for being gracious and getting them done. I still haven't seen any photos of anyone completing them yet, so we'll see. But I think Carrie has just said, the flowers drove me to purchase 3 new shelves, build them, and completely redesign and clean up my craft room. I'm glad I could help you with something, Carrie. So even if it was, yeah, a little bit frustrating. They do look great in the end, so that's really good. Carrie, I do have an and. I need to pop that in. So I will pop those into the stores when I fix up the PQ and WX issues. Yes, a shadow box. Ordering another letter now, Linda. They're gorgeous. They are. I think they're really, really lovely. And, you know, look, if you want to spell out somebody's name on a wall or something like that, you know, you can, if you want a rainbow effect, choose a letter in a different colour for each one. It doesn't have to be the kind of primary rainbow coloured selection that I've done. That was just me going, oh, maybe that'll kind of help some people with their options. But yeah. Still doing one a day, Tony. Tony's talking about the rolled flowers. She said she was going to only do one per day, and by the end of the 9th day, she should have it finished. That's okay, Tony. I'll give you 9 days to finish the rolled flowers. I know it can be really, really tough on arthritic hands, and look, I have times when I lose strength in my wrists, and that does become like lifting the kettle to pour a cup of tea becomes really painful. So I appreciate that you're doing it as quickly as you can, but yeah, I'm so sorry that it's been a little bit tricky. But if there's not any more questions or comments, then can we order more boxes, please, for the rolled flowers? Oh, yeah, Marie, I can get you them. I've got a couple on hand, but I can order some more. I think I've got 4 here at the moment. So I'll pop them in the store, and I will whip you a quick message when they're up for you to purchase. So yeah, I'll get those in for you. If anybody wants any more rolled flowers, just shoot me an email to info@papercraftingaustralia.com, and I'll see what I can do for you. If you do want them, you're a glutton for punishment, but they do look really lovely when you've got them en masse in a frame or on a project. They are really lovely. Linda's already placed her order for extra letters, so that's fantastic. Thank you for your support, Linda. And yeah, I will head off into the night and let you guys do the same. Don't forget, for Crafternoon box subscribers, this weekend there is no tutorial on Saturday, because we're still getting those boxes out to you, so they're not going to make it in time. Do they come pre-rolled, Tony? I could charge extra for them if you want them pre-rolled. Oh dear, I don't know if I've got time to pre-roll them, to be honest. I could charge you anything in the world and I still don't have the time to do it. Yes, Linda, I will make an arrangement for specific colours in the flowers. So, all right, if people do want them, I will work out a way to put that up and I'll let you know. Oh, sorry, Judy, the ink for January was Craft, Kraft. So it's the Gina K Craft. So that will need to go in as a pre-order under Gina K. I'll refund you the shipping, and that all that info will come in for our April delivery for you. So I can ship that to you there. Carrie, looking forward. You're always looking forward to making stuff with your Crafternoon box, and I really appreciate you sharing that with all of your followers as well. Carrie has a Facebook page called Carrie's Crafts, so check her out. She does some fun things with all kinds of different crafts. So it's great to be able to see what different people do with different things. I'm already planning for May and June, so I've already got some stock pre-ordered for May, and I have a very good idea of what we're doing for June, so I've just got to make sure that the stock is going to be available to us. So I'm super excited to be able to share that with you, but hey, let's get through March and April first. But yeah, thank you all for joining me and spending a good half an hour of your time. And yeah, I will speak to you all soon. Feel free to email me if you need anything at all, or hit me up on Facebook. That's also good too. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you in a while. See you, bye.